Happy Flat Day, people. Welcome to Flat Earth British, the great Flat Earth British think tank on Flat Day, the 14th of December 2019, or so they say. How epic is this? I know, wow, is all I can say. Wow. About all, okay? Round of applause to the great Flat Earth British think tank for piecing probably the biggest puzzle known to humanity together. Answers are coming. My poor mind, okay, the last 24 hours has been splattered by the information that I've ingested. Okay, it's mind blowing. All, okay, that's you guys, all of it together. All this understanding. I don't like that word. It means understanding and people, but all this compassion and all of this love that is shared is a beautiful thing. Okay, guys, let's keep this coming. Now we've got some epic stuff to look forward to on Flat Earth British, guys. Okay, coming up. Talk about that along the way. 1,000 thoughts, but this is what we're going to look into in this post. Okay, be fun. Okay, happy hats. You've got a happy hat on. I bet you haven't got one like this, so. There's my happy hat. Yeah. Ready to tell you. Yeah, that is so me. So what we're going to look into, I got to take it off because I won't be able to be serious, I think, because I'll be giggling, is, now, has the reset button been pushed? Or is it about to be pushed, is the question. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in Jesuit, occult, Venetian, allegorical art, they have a locking mechanism and there's a big emphasis on keys. So we sort of prostrate that the whole thing is a mechanism that slowly, once activated, takes a little bit of time, but surely recycles. Okay, now we're going to look into what the social engineers, okay, through television, okay, through art. We've got some really mind-blowing art from a wall in the Bank of America in Charlotte in Carolina, I think. North Carolina. Mind-blowing, and on par with what you see, if you don't know, with the paintings or the murals in Denver Airport, another highly sinister place. So we're going to look into that, guys. Okay, now after the revelations that I'm going to talk about in this post of the last 24 hours or so, okay, it would seem that it is all about us. It's us. That's the answer. It's us. Okay, we are the makers of this reality. They know about this. Okay, and they basically use all of the powers at their disposal to make sure that we don't work this out. Now, when they say the power is with the people, I think they underestimated it. It's coming out now. Sort of reevaluating my existence after the last 24 hours. What else we're going to look into, guys? Okay, all will be explained if you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, along the way. Okay, this could be just a reset of the mind, consciousness, humanity, a spiritual, supernatural reset, which is the way it's looking. Now, we're going to look into populations and population growth from 1800, and we're going to look at specifically Australia, Melbourne in Australia, as an example of how the population grew so massively, plane wide. Yeah, this anomalous amount of huge amounts of people are being shipped out and populating all of the new world, which is the old world, Australia and all of the colonies and everywhere else. Where are all these people coming from? Okay, and of course the arrival of large, beautiful, elaborate Tatarian cities 50 or 60 years after they've all arrived. Okay, we'll look into that, and 1,000 things besides, and some news articles and curio. So that's what we're going to be having in this post. We all happy with that? Okay, happy flat day. Okay, we'll have some fun. Don't forget I got a book up. Okay, flat with proof. Flat with proof. Spoke too soon, didn't I? What about? Or what about? Not allowed to do that anymore, are you? It's not gone weird. Flat with British. Right, we're getting underway. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh yeah, thank you for 8,000 subscribers again. Okay, very epic. Didn't take long at all. No, I did promise on my last vlog it is a limited appearance. I've got to basically just sulk for days on end for King Thumb to make an appearance. He's decided to. No, he's got a wife. She's a problem, as you'll see. So let's introduce you to King Thumb. Yeah, he's got a little Tatarian moustache on. Okay, he's got a happy crown. Okay, with a pill, real pill. Okay, so how's it going? Problem is, when I talk too much, got a habit of talking too much. He does this. He does this. He goes, la 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 la. I can't hear you, like that. Problem is, the missus, and you're always. She comes in. She's not as happy as Mr. King, as you can see. Okay, so she'll start. Well, Mrs. King. I think they're regarded to as queens. Show your eyes, Mrs. Queen. Okay. She gives him a dog's life, but he goes, la 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 la, I can't hear you. Oh well. Mr. and Mrs. Kingage will be back later, okay? Because they are pretty epic, and I've got fondness for Mr. and Mrs. King, okay? I know they're kings, but they're not bad kings and queens, these two, okay? They're thumb kings and queens. Little. Okay. Okay, I've been looking into Nimrod and stuff this morning. Somebody sent me some excellent stuff. Apparently Nimrod, okay, survived the flood of Noah. I think all this was relatively recent anyway, as you know. So let's get underway, okay? Peace and love. Oh, we have such fun. Okay. Now, we're going to start here, not there, because that's Denver's spooky airport. We're going to start here at these murals. But first, this was sent in to me. Thank you for whoever sent it in, can't remember. But universal shout out, thanks for everybody. Massively, much gratitude, peace and love to you all, my families, over these holidays, and ever, forever. This is from Rick and Morty, the cartoon, which I've never watched ever until this clip, by the way. But it didn't take me 2 seconds to work out with Rick and Morty. Well, Morty's death, isn't it? And Rick is sick, isn't it? So it's sick death in the title. I thought, well, that's dead sinister. So have a listen to this 19-second clip, because this lady at the end says we're going to be really sad. Now, I know it's only a cartoon, but how many millions and millions and millions of people will have this punched into their subconscious? So it rests there. Like every single word that's ever been said to you goes into your subconscious, even when you're sleeping, and stays there. So they say. Anyway, take a listen to this.
People, I gotta tell you something. That little boy, I thought I knew everything about everything, but something about the tones and frequencies that just came out of his mouth have made me, I think we're just about ready to forgive him and move past this whole thing. He's a free young man, and as far as continuity goes, the reset button's been hit.
Okay.
That button's been hit.
Somebody push the reset button. Not very nice, is it? So that's what they're predictively programming. What about the artist who put these on the wall of the Bank of America in Charlotte, USA? Well, they have everything. And the weird thing about all this is, God, the synchronicities this week, I've just smashed my brain to pieces. But even this morning, about 20 minutes ago, somebody sent me a link for something that I've been looking into in the last few days. It's like, how? I started researching last night, looking into Melbourne again because of a prompt from one of my subs. I said that I covered, you know, Sydney, Melbourne, and Christchurch and other places, but I said I would again, and I went back because of an email. And for weird reason, then, out of the blue, Larry sends me a link and says, oh, check this out, Matt. Video for Melbourne 1910, and it's absolutely amazing. I'm like, okay. I'm just looking into this, and it is happening constantly, absolutely constantly. Now, James Brockhurst has broken the matrix. He done a vlog that I watched on. I suppose loads of you have seen it. I know I Am Human, I've seen in the comments. A few others of you have seen James Brockhurst's last post. Now, in the Great Flat Earth British think tank, we have a Gandalf. We have a Gandalf the Great, not the Grey, a Gandalf the Great, who is James Brockhurst. And every time he does one of these strange Matrix vlogs, he smashes the Matrix. It's all very strange. But last night, Lee, who's my brother Lee, who's not me, but Flat Earth British, okay, Flat Earth British, subscribe to the channel, and Flat Earth British Incognito, which is an awesome channel, by the way, okay? So James Brockhurst done a post, and he, through etymology, fitted something together that was on the tip of my tongue all of the time, and I couldn't really place it together, but James had an epiphany moment and did it for me. And he did it for Lee as well, which left our brains splattered. If you don't know what I'm on about, I will show you the link a little bit along the way, okay guys, and you watch it for yourself. Now, everyone who watched this vlog had their minds threaded. I read the comments. I was no different to everyone else, but wow is all I can say. Wow, guys. Wow. It's just the implications are just, wow, guys. Fucking hell. This is just the best thing ever. So these are these murals. So we get mud flood. Okay, guys coming in with shovels. They are deeply coded. I know there's something in the perspective. I know something about the shovels. This red flaminess. But a titan in the hill. And what's this EQ? Maybe laying some cables. But why is the titan sleeping in the mountain, guys? And mud flood. Shovels. Goes on. This one. Let's try and decode this one. You'd probably do a better job. If you want to find these pictures, I posted them on my Facebook, okay, for everyone to look at. And I'll basically drop the Facebook link, and I can add you if you're not on my Facebook, okay, which is a really cool place to be. It's really exciting on there. There's loads happening daily. So, fallen angels. Okay, well, they're not winged, are they? And I'm going to show you something concerning angels later, an idea. So, is this the eagle? So it's the modern day hazmat suit. What about this guy on a fragment of wall doing like a crucifix? You have like modern day tenement, a really big dome, and this net to catch people falling from the sky in flames. There's a lot more going on, guys. There's a lot more going on. If you can read the symbology. Who's this guy here with this blank card? So the next one is even more sinister. Is this. Now I can't really make out, but this is one of these anomalous staircases, and you keep going up into a third dimension, fourth dimensional thing, and you can't really get out of it. So it's a staircase that goes nowhere. But is this indicative of Trump? Is this like, so okay, these are politicians, and it's a checkerboard floor, so it's the Masonic checkerboard floor of, basically duality, they say, or what have you, but it's red, blood red. Okay, so the discussion seems to be over this child. He's blonde, has a trench coat, it looks very much like an evacuee child from World War II. He's got like government uniform. No child dresses like this. This is the modern day. They're dressed in modern clothes, aren't they? He's not. And they're discussing him. And I thought, well, what's this red thing? This angle. And I was wondering whether it was, the model for the next deliveries after the reset. What about the burning bush? Well, we know the Bible allegory, or do we? Okay, so why is it burning? And why the pyramid? The pyramid that could be the ark. This woman, she's in a cube, and she seems to be ascending into black hole sun. Now there is an ascension process going on here, guys. There's something very supernatural. But the more I think about it, and the more the pennies are dropping. Hang on. Check it out, guys. What they're telling us. Make of that what you will. Different interpretations. Open, please comment. These are on the wall of Denver Airport, which is forests on fire. So this is California. What's the tsunami? The turtle. Sorry, that's not a very good image. Got a bit better. So you've got the Scottish. It's like a Klansman doing in Denver. So we got some alpine, some white tigers, which are exceptionally rare. A bird of paradise. Shamanic practices. Okay. So seemingly all the people of the world getting on. But what's these giant whales diving out of the water and this giant wave thing? So okay, everyone's like sort of... This is the central theme, isn't it? Was this the Kundalini? What is this? Is this the chakra system? What is this? Monkeys there. Butterflies. So it's a pretty idyllic scene. It's a bit ominous, though. And then why the need for this? Some anomalous, horrible army, armed, fall of civilization, people huddled, cold, dying, and a mass exodus of humanity. Just the weirdest thing. Why would they be showing us this? And is this a comet? What is this? The doves. Oh yeah. I don't see too much peace going on there. He's killing the doves of peace with his sword. The devil laughing spreads his wings. So why would you have a horse named after Beelzebub anyway, or Lucifer? Lucifer, this is called. They love it. Apparently, it's like really fond. They're fond of it. So it's demonic eyes, and it's like massive. And they got it outside Denver Airport. It's just the weirdest thing. This is that mural. Somebody went into the Bank of America and actually took it from me. It's really sweet. Shit, check this out. My man was blown. It's like, yeah, I know. Check the black hole sun. Fucking hell. Right, just footnote aside, guys. This was on my last post. It was like a cat creature with a pair of tits, boobs, jugs, whatever, and it was sort of nailed up to a wall. Could be this, but if it's not, check them feet, and check the little one hugging while it's flying. So obviously I don't know what it is, but it's a huge battage, which looks really cute, and I like it. Well, it's just me, and it's Denver. So they got all them sick murals telling you about reset stuff. It was all put together in '94 by Freemasons, as you do. There's some more murals, but they're not inside, they're outside, but they're in Denver. It seems to have an industrial theme. So we're going to move on. Now, so there he is, the beauty of Lucifer. Denver's scary, lovable Mustang. How the fucking hell is that lovable, guys? They're just too weird, aren't they? So here's some of the other depictions on Denver Airport wall. But look at that. What's going on with that? And with the storm in the background. Shh. You ever seen the Angel of the North up in Newcastle? Welcome you to the North. Ooh. Yeah, there's plenty of conspiracies. I suppose you can tell me all about the bunkers underneath. But we know that there's loads going on below us. Giant installations tunneling right the way through us. If you're into the Nephilim, etc., apparently they had massive underground cities below. Well, that's pretty fucking random, isn't it? So yeah. They got, is that Azov? What is this? Demonic entity? It's just a gargoyle of a winged being with horns. Okay, I'm going to talk about winged beings with horns and horned beings, which we see all the time. Apparently exist in like Pan all over, like, alchemical depictions all the way up until the 1700s. Why? And unicorns, all these mystical beings. Okay, talk about that a bit later. We're moving on. George Guy stones. We probably know about these if you're in this field. You definitely know about these. Anomalous person, put them up, and they tell us this. It's kind. It's kind. It's like, you know, if you're going to complain later, at least they put the memorandum up so that you know. It's pretty unselfish. Okay, population control, eugenics, internationalism, conspiracy theory. Okay, so this guy had a pseudonym. Okay, he's anomalous, and the Vandals have spray painted them. Okay, with New World Order slogans. Death to the New World Order. So that's probably their people doing that anyway, because, you know, dialectics. Anyway, so they got it in all these languages: Swahili, Hindi, Spanish, Hebrew, Arabic, traditional Chinese and Russian, and English. And what does it say? It says maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. So how many people do they think is on the plane? Well, they're bullshitting about that. There's just no way there's that much humanity. The cities are full, but the countryside's empty. And you can't really. Their census is bullshit. You don't know how many people are living out in the Amazon or darkest fucking Africa or Borneo, do you? That's just ridiculous notion. Plus, many people are not even in the census, are they? All the people on the streets, millions worldwide now, aren't they? They'll have everyone if they want, if they're trying their best to anyway. Oh boy, this place. But there is very, 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 very good news, peeps. It's the best thing ever. I just can't even believe any of it. It's my mind. But I know it's true, because when it resonates deeply, there's a voice inside you which says, yeah, of course, because you've run through every permeation in your brain and you know that is it. And this keeps happening over and over again on the Great Flat Earth British think tanks. What makes it magic, guys? Everyone knows it. That's why 10,000 people watch every vlog, because they know it. It's just the fucking magic of it all. Anyway, guide reproduction wisely. What does that mean? Improving fitness and diversity. Well, I'm not really seeing that anywhere in Great Britain. I'm not really seeing that anywhere else in the world, actually, because everyone looks really unfit. Anyway, unite humanity with a living new language. This is fucked. Anyway, rule, passion, faith, tradition. Tradition. Yeah, that sounds a bit nationalistic, doesn't it? But they are pretty good. I like the Tatarian tradition. And all things with tempered reason. Sounds dead Phoenician. Protect people, all nations, with fair law and just courts. We will make the laws, and we will run the courts. And be fair to all nations. Unless, of course, you're an African, or anywhere else in the third world, so-called, which they make, by the way. Music. Let alone a nation's rule intimately resolving external disputes in the world's court. A world's court. Wow, that's going to be in a stadium. Will we be able to buy tickets for the world court? Can't wait. Bit like The Wall, isn't it? Pink Floyd, they had ridiculously big stadiums, and now they're actually existing. I have one in my city, the Principality Stadium. It's ridiculously big inside. Makes you giddy. Tear down the wall. Tear down the wall. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Balance personal rights with social duties. Price truth. Their truth. Beauty. You know, definitely for that. Love. What kind? Seeking harmony with the infinite. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Sounds not too bad at the moment. Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. So that's not very nice, is it? Be not be a cancer on the earth. Sounds like, you know, they're saying that a lot of people are, aren't they? So anyway, you know, don't have to read between the fucking lines to suggest that somebody's put it there and they're trying to tell everyone, you know, billions are about to die at some stage in the near future. Let's look separate topic. Okay, that's what we're just looking into the beginning. Has a reset button be pushed? Or is it about to be pushed? And now the social engineer is telling us through spooky art and social engineering cartoons. We move on. Populations. We're going to look into Australia a little bit, guys, okay, but I'm going to start here. Let's have a look at some images of Melbourne, Australia. Okay, it's Tatarian. These are late Victorian, but they've been colorized. And they have these beautiful antiquity carrying poles. There are wires on these. They got the telegraph. It's completely separate. You see it in all pictures. And you get these crazy things. Look at that on the top. Beautiful bit of antiquity. Anyway, so you can tell it's Italian houses because they always look like the Munsters. Dun, 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 dun. And this is not got a horse on it. And it's also not got any wires. So what's it running on? Now, I've got pictures and many sort of suggestions as well that they have little dynamos that run on free energy from these things. Okay? Or little motors, free energy motors. Got pictures of them. I've posted about them, but it's all on my other channel. And these are in Melbourne. They had a great exposition and a load of bunko booths. There's no need for that many. And these anomalous free energy things. So, while we're looking at these, let me give you the narrative. The narrative for Australia, shall I, guys? So it starts around 1788, but when you look into it, the whole year is clouded in mystery. So basically, the English arrive, they start digging out the mud and they start to build. Okay, according to the narrative, they built all of this from, I don't know, 1800s to 80 years. There's an entire civilization. Still mud down. I don't know what's running this. There's no electric cables above. So, pretty anomalous. Anyway. So, in 1800, the population of Oz was 5,200 people, or so they say. In 1851, the population had shot up to 649,000. So it was over 500,000 jump in 50 years. And in 1860, there's over 1 million people. So in 9 years, from 1851 to 1860, the population almost doubles. Now, the weird thing about this, guys, is how did they get there? Well, we know they left, a lot of them, most of them, all of them, by ship. So the standard voyage from Plymouth in England, when they first apparently took these fleets out there, took 252 days. Okay, good part of a year to reach Oz. When they first got there, yet they're shipping all of these people out. Okay, prisoners. Yeah, okay, prisoners. The worst stuff we got in the colonies in Britain. Okay, and they ship them out when they built all this shit. Okay, and do a social cleansing program on the native population, the stolen generation. Look into it, guys. 20 to 50,000 Aboriginal children stolen from their parents to be forced into a life with some stranger to be, basically bred out over generations. This is what they were doing. It was just the worst thing. I believe they did make some sort of, the Australian government, apology a few years ago. I remember Abbott doing, but does it matter now? It's fucking too late, too little too late in my mind. And this has happened everywhere on a plane. Look into the Arcadians, guys. Look into the Welsh. So many, the Irish. Wow, this place. Anyway, the Cutty Sark, which I've seen and was docked next to when I was in Merchant Navy on a Greenwich Wharf, Lovell's Wharf, actually, delivering stone for Lovell's building. The Cutty Sark was next to it, and I used to see it every day. I got talking to the people who worked on it, in fact. But at some stage, it burnt down. In fact, it burnt down twice. So what's so unique about the Cutty Sark is it got there, okay? Because they used to have this race, which it always won, by the way. But even in 1820, it took 72 days to reach Australia. So they're managing to, with that great time span, ship all of that huge amount of people, over 1 million, and at the same time, all out of Britain, but at the same time, Britain's population is growing exponentially at the same rate, exactly the same rate, okay? And America's population is exploding because apparently we're shipping out the same amount of people as we're producing to colonize the colonies and New York when they all fled in. It's not making any sense, guys, when you have a look. Okay, we'll have a look now. None at all. So the official story is social living was better, the longevity rate was longer, but is that really the case? Pre-1812, was that really the case, guys? Now, you see one wire going through these, and look at this street, and what's running these trams, and look at this, look at the age on it. This thing's been here for years and years and years. So this is Melbourne, as I said. So this one seems to be glowing, but I know it's had some additives, but maybe the people wanted you to see, because this is not, this pole is not a telegraph. So the suggestion, what we suggest, and isn't it funny, just before I carry on, is banks on every corner, in everywhere, in every city, and they always look like this. Same in Britain, same every city in Britain, they look like this. Electric lighting. So we prostrate that this is a civilization that's been hid from us, the previous civilization, Tataria, okay, and it's what the story they tell us of everyone arriving and everything was not the case at all. It was already there. They probably dug it out of the mud, tarted it up. Look at this. It's in Melbourne, yeah, they got like Rome, Greco-Romano marble columns, Corinthian tops, and Tatarian upper. And what about these? Okay, still horse and carts. The trams are still anomalous. There's no electric cables for them. There they are. These are the telegraphs, you see. So they carry the telegraph. And these are just there. But the problem is, you see a lot of these, we suggested some of them have been altered over time. This is obviously an altered photograph, guys, because it's colorized. But, you know, they realise, you know, plumb line and do brilliant masonry with their building, yet they can't put these things up straight. Do you see how it's leaning to the right? Almost as if they'd done it in a hurry and they were taken down equally in such a hurry. These. No wires, nothing. And the civilization you can recognise called Tataria, we think that there was giants coexisting with us at some stage, and smaller people as well, okay, all of us together, okay, and that's why the doors are ridiculously big. There's no need for it, okay, ridiculously high ceilings as well. So Melbourne, so they are shipping out people. It takes a year to get there. How many ships, how many fleets? It's just insane that they're doing it, shipping out everyone from Britain to, you know, populate America, and everyone from Britain to populate Australia. The growth is exploding in Britain at the same time, from not that many population to millions in the space of 100 years. It's just ridiculous. It's just nuts. What's going on? This has been my big question with the whole thing since the very start, guys. I used to walk down my city streets thinking, okay, why is everything only around 1880s and a little bit earlier? Where's the world that was before? Surely it should be there. But it's not. It's not. You get older Tatarian church machines, and wow, about them. I've been altered by knowing about them. I've aspired. I've aspired. THC. So, isn't that a nutty thing? What are they up to now, I wonder? Are they not earning enough money on CBD products? So there's a narrative out there, isn't it? Somebody's died in America, died of a minute amount, apparently, of THC. So they're up to something. So we're going to look at the population. So London, we'll start there, right? Now they say at the time it's the first million populous city in the early 1800s since ancient Rome. They say, okay, but that is definitely debatable from some of these cities we see in Tartaria in the Far East now. So, it's 1 million in the start of 1800. So, 1811, it gains 200,000. Seemingly nothing happens in this period with events. It's exploding. And then you get to 1900, 100 years later, and it's sixfold. And now they reckon it's 8 million. And what would it be by 2015? I don't even know. So they're saying it's 1 million. The population is exploded because of what? Better living quality, etc. Better farming. Crop rotation in the 14th century. So silly, all of it. Anyway, we just got mountains of evidence to prove this is not the case, so that's why I'm laughing, because I know it's all silly. Anyway, New York, she gets densely populated in no time at all, exactly the same as you can. Now bear in mind, what I'm saying now, it's the same for all of them. So all the Australian cities, South African, Johannesburg, Durban, Cape Town, same story. Go to South America, same story for Brazil. Rio de Janeiro, same for Buenos Aires, Argentina, same for North America, Boston, New York, Philadelphia, all the rest. Exactly the same population growth, plain wide, exactly the same time, kicking off 1800. No questions? Anyway, 1698, so there's only, this is New York by the way, population growth. This has gone like humongous, as you know, biggest city in America. So there's only 4,000, nearly 5,000 people at the beginning, or so they say. Then we get up to 1800, and there's only 60,000. So I think, well, makes sort of sense, I suppose, that growth may be with the birth rate, I think. And then you get up to 1 million at 1860. So she's not far behind London in the growth. And then you get to 1900 and she's 3.5 million people. So the growth is just from 1800, 60,000 to now. Oh, we'll just go 100 years then. From 60,000 in 1800 to 1900 to 3.5 million. In 100 years, 3.5 million in a population, all coming from Britain, Ireland, Germany, and all wherever. Where's the people arrive from? This is a beautiful bit of footage that Larry Poppy sent me. We'll have a little look at it. It's only, I'm not going to look at it all, but we can enjoy it. It's of Melbourne. Marvellous Melbourne. So hope you enjoy if you're from Oz. I've got loads of friends in Oz. Zal Moxie, my brother. I'd love to see Zal. He's just been epic brother for years. Tammy, God, there's so many of you over in Oz, isn't there? Peace and love to you all. Oh, Max Egan's in Oz, isn't he? City of Melbourne, 1910. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, don't want to fancy playing that music, but I get away with these things. Let's have a look. So this is Melbourne, Tartarian City, 1910. Okay, 1910. So in no time at all. Okay, the prisoners got busy and they built themselves a beautiful civilization. Pew. Not sure if that music's horrendous, but guys, you know, this place is massive. Tartarian structures, and you know, all of these builds they get rid of and replace them with these breeze block and corrugated iron temporary buildings everywhere in the world. Like everywhere. It's not a world, they world it. So, station. Now, Melbourne had the biggest tram system in the world. They had an amazing tram terminal, which was built on the site of a Starfort. Let's have a look at their trams. Oh, they have them too. Cluage. No wires. No fucking wires. At all. No wires. Ka-ching. I bet loads of people got run down. Wow, Melbourne Town Hall. Like every city. So, how are these running? No wires. Oh, I guess there's little electric promoters in them. What about that steam-powered one we seen in Wigan on that post a little while ago? So, nice big Anglican church. I wonder when they built that. Okay. Wow. Watch it, lady. So, yeah, they got busy. 50 years. The criminals have done all of this, apparently. Built all of this up. Populated it with a million in no time. Then more millions. For every single city. Every single where on the plane. Millions are arriving. Well, I just don't fit with my mind. I'm sorry, it must be just me. It's probably just me. It's probably just me. It's not though, because there's like millions of people have worked on the same. Yeah. It's brilliant though, guys. I just want to say, like, you know, the way all of these channels are set up and we're all like doing our little, you know, bit of the puzzle. It's just been a fucking amazing thing. I can't believe it. So check out this. You know, a horse and cart went past, guys, because that's all you got, right? Yeah, they managed to take all of this masonry, which would have been muddy streets, from an anomalous quarry that doesn't exist yet, probably. They never do. To build this massive structure. Post offices. So we long thinking there's something else going on with post offices in the past. Definitely theatres. These buildings were something else. Past office. It's little to do with posting a letter. They're always massive. Letters are little stamps on them. You don't need all that bullshit. Yeah, post them in a letterbox. You don't need massive fucking post offices in every city in the world. You just don't. Sorry. Just saying. Look at that. Silly. It is. The one in my city got massive marble columns. It's closed down. You can't go in there in the public in case they start asking questions. Wow. I'd love to know who's running these bloody trams. Look, gods. So look at it. It's like the Old Bailey. It's massive. And these... they built out of nowhere. I will slot this film to you so you can take your time with it. Obviously, I'm rushing through it a fair bit. So look at the populace. Yes. All in the same clothes, all the men in the same clothes. Styles that are not naturally organically evolving at all. Introduced. She's got a bonnet. Hello. I love happy smiley faces. Got a laugh. Anyway. The falls, so it's a bit of water foliage. So yeah, pretty amazing city for, you know, such an early stage. But it's just an example, guys. It's the same thing for everywhere. Okay, name a city and you'll find the same narrative. Massive exponential growth. These massive civilizations, all a similar architecture showing up from nowhere. But you look at their civic buildings and they're all identical. Domed, masonry, all look a little bit like the White House. You know, the whole thing. Everywhere. Every city. The Phoenicians. No. Not to steal in the slightest, and I won't. James is Brockhurst's fund, but, you know, please listen. Just such an experience that was to listen to, and the guy is, you know, having epiphanies, magic moments, and he's just giving us, he's sharing it with us. It's just wow. So here's my brother Liedtke, We lovely, don't we? This is to the abacus person, right? Puke me a rainbow. Oh, I'm flying off. I love his art and his thinking. So, what's he got? Share or I delete 2k in 2 days challenge. So, I suggest you share that. Okay? So saith Lieth. Anyway. So yeah, he posted it on he does this. He does this. It's brilliant. So I am lost for words. So let's have a little look. I can't actually get on YouTube still, believe it or not. So this is our Gandalf the Great, in case you don't know. Okay, not the Grey, the Great. Okay. What a mind. Please comment. Please reveal yourselves. So basically everyone's minds are splattered. I'll give you an idea. Hope it comes out. It was a bit scratchy on the audio, but it's massively worth it. Only 52. I can't even like. I gotta go on a browser to like. Fucking performance. YouTube. Anyway. We forge ahead. Anyway. So James has epiphanies. Okay, and he shares them. This one is concerning the nature of reality and some connections with things like church machines, our human body, or our Taurus body, and the chakra system. Okay, it is a very enlightening post, and it's connected loads of dots for a lot of us. Okay, it makes so, well, you just know. Anyway, you just know. Bam. And just come to terms with it all, actually, and just try and work it out. It's not, something that's easy to process. I suggest you watch, but I'll just give you a little listen. Hope it comes through okay. This is Flat Earth British think tanks James Brockhurst.
Welcome to Matrix Revealed, presentation 7. I noticed just as I started to do this video, the time is 1:44. Coincidence or coincide dance? It's good to be back. Now I'm off that bloody cross. And I have nailed it. It came to me last night. Let me show you a plan.
Now, I'm not going to give anything away. I hope you don't, well, you won't copyright me, but this is one fucking tuned in dude, and I should fucking know, guys. This guy got juice. Okay? Now, please listen to what he's about to say, and I'll give you the link. I'll try and with more. It's us. It is us. And you knew it all along because I set my intent and I never doubt, and these things come to fruition, and I think fucking big. I think the biggest you can possibly think, and it happens, guys. You're the witnesses. You're there. You watched it real time, yeah? So to do with this, what they would say, the house of God, the church, and the heavens in here. And this is a representation of consciousness, it's vision, and this is a book of supernatural phenomena. Tom's from late 1800's actually, but they're showing this. Now I'm going to go on to browser where I can actually show a little bit of this. We got some treats for you today in this. Whoa. So let me just show you what I mean. This stuff is so advanced for its era, and I know what it's saying. So, ideas for reality. I've prostrated 2-3 years ago. I posted the works of Michael Talbot, who died in 1991. I think he was killed for what he knew and what he was saying with his book Holographic Universe. Now, the holographic principle, you can't put it into terms of simple holography. We know how it works. Or if you don't, it's a projection from a card into layer, blah blah blah. But our reality could be a similar version of some type of holography, okay? How do we perceive reality? Do we perceive it in a small screen at the back of our heads? Well, if that's the case, okay, you're not in your room. Your room is in your mind. In fact, the whole of the reality that you perceive is in your mind. It's not out there. It's in here. It's malleable. They know. They use it against us. The pineal gland, the mind's eye. Yeah. Ever had your mind's eye smack open when you were walking down the road? My mind's smacks open. My mind's eye smacks open. At sometimes the most inconvenient times, but later all works out and it becomes apparent why. Deus, mundus intellectualis. So is it suggesting, not that I can really understand these alchemical terms, that intellect or information or genie, okay, is exterior, or in the Akashic record, or in the ether? All information's already there. How are we perceiving consciousness, guys? Well, it's more to do with emotion than you can possibly comprehend, as Patrick keeps telling me, and he's bang on in my comments. And compassion. And unconditional love at the end of it all. And then everything just boom, 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 falls into place. All the bullshit layers they put on you, okay, in your life, all gone. And then you're just like a blossoming flower. Okay, they want you to shrivel up. They're dehydrating everyone. They're dehydrating the whole population. And they're killing them all through the dehydration. That's why everyone's wrinkly. They're taking the water out of water. Okay? It's not structured water that they give us. It's destructured water. There's no good intent in that water. Okay? It's a factory. Or whatever. Processing plant. So it's to do with the supernatural consciousness. It's all in Latin, okay, and I'm not going to be able to read it, but some of the depictions are just fan-fucking-tastic. The Taurus system, guys, the Taurus system. All is Taurus fields. There's no difference between us and the model that is this place, that is in this book, or on The Greatest Secret Never Told, which is still available on Flight of British. We have nothing to do with. Oh, that is so fucking sweet. Posing Tauruses. And again, this above the head, above the crown chakra. Anyway, we need to move on because I won't be able to post this in time. So yeah, there's just, like I said, guys, this book is jam-packed with mind-blowing stuff. So this come up yesterday on James's post, Jacob's Ladder. So a spinal column, the Kundalini, it travels up through the crown chakra is Jacob's Ladder to ascend. Wow. So anyway, Jacob's Ladder. So the allegory of the Bible is telling us something much bigger than any of us would have originally thought. Watch James's post. Anyway, we're moving on. So that's connected with James's post. Okay, we got some more cool shit to show you now, guys. This is like from late 1500s to early 1600s, and they're religious depictions, okay, and they have mind-blowing beauty. Okay, not them, got some there and some there, so I've got to run through a few of these because 20 to 8 now UK time, and I've got a bit to get through. So I'm going to be doing some shows coming up, I'll tell you about in a minute. If this don't fucking load, that would be a bummer. Give it a second. There you are. So they're religious and they're beautiful. They're Jesuit, but the thing is, right, what you find with these, I found fascinating, is these are from like, 1590 to like 1612 or something like that, around that era. And all the Starforts are already up and running. It's just amazing. It's just, are they supposed to be there at that period? But look at the landscape. Meadow grass grown over, twin towers, celestial trumpets. Jesus dude, I suppose, and a heavenly staircase up to a heavenly realm. I wonder where that could be. But around the heavenly realm and the depiction is the Phoenician locking code that I mentioned at the beginning of this post. you find not so much on that, but they're interlocking systems, and they're on most of these early depictions. They're definitely a thing. Definitely a thing, no doubt about it. Sorry about the loading speed. Fucking Gallica. Shit. But I gotta go through some of these, they're just juicy. If not, we'll move on. So this is the sort of thing. Load of Jesuits. Look at this. Trees are gone. Wonder what happened to the trees. Strange ass death cult. But we know who they are. We've seen them. The maze. I got some depictions I'm going to go through in a minute. They are absolutely mind blowing. Right, guys. I've been collecting the best use I could find for you all. And I'll run a narrative on each one. But there's a load of mazes in there. There's a difference between a maze and a labyrinth. Okay, a big difference. So I've been looking into the labyrinth of Knossos. Oh dear, what's this? They're falling from the heavens. Plants. Why is there somewhere up there that's got loads of plants and jewels and stuff that all falls down? We have suggested it. Straight into his hand. Pennies from heaven then. Pennies from heaven. And you got some nice little vol-au-vents. Vol-au-vents, sir? I don't know. Is he strange meat? He's got a happy heart like mine. They're Freemasons. There's G's on triangles. Bloody hell. 1600s. Look at that. Tell me that's not trippy. Go on. Tell me that's not trippy. Let that load up. So it's from 1571, that early. Wow. And it got to about 1600. So fucking hell. Wow. Voyages of Charles Magius. So if it don't load up, I'm going to just pass them to you because they're too juicy not to. Just going to do a bit of time. So I've got to get on. Right, well, I ain't wasting a second of your life, guys. It's a bit of a treat anyway when you go through them. I don't know if this one's going to load either, but this is another brilliant book, exactly the same period. And it's the Phoenicians turning up, having a massive battles. Okay, you can make that a bit bigger. And it's the same period, 1500, and you get the Phoenicians coming in. But I'm wondering about this peculiar sail. Plus I got some shots to show you later as well. Come on, clear up. It's got worse. Fucking great. There you are. So what's this? Is it a balloon? It looks, I don't think that would capture the wind. I don't know what kind of sail we're looking at there. What is that? What is that? Is he blowing bubbles? What is he doing? Answers on a postcard. So what we notice with the people that were rowing is what? They're big, they're bold, and they're great looking. Where have we seen them before, guys? Yeah, they populate America, don't they? And they're really fucking freaky. So who are they? Because they're populating everywhere. Cross of St. George. So we got a multinational force here, guys, and the existence of a shattered civilization. Giant aqueducts. Okay. Goleta. Thrice. We're looking at Greece, so is that Thrice? Not sure. So giant viaducts, Roman or Phoenician, bringing the water in, smashed from some sort of vent. And what about this city? And that one. Exactly the same. Like a ghost of it. And what's that? Excuse me, it's like a pyramid. So yeah, they're all like this. They're really anomalous. They're just weird. I hope I can show you a few. I should have downloaded some actually. Let's go the other way. Don't see bloody Jesuits. So yeah, they show unbelievable weird stuff. I'll show you now. It's like 1500s, guys. Check the canon on that, 1500s. You ever seen that before in your life? They get a load of grey dudes to do the oaring, and you just got massive cannon. What about that? They don't even have figureheads. They have ramming fucking stakes. These are just lethal. So, not sure what's going on. Same place. It's my civilization. So, they've arrived after events to consolidate. Excuse me, sorry. And take control. As you do when you're Phoenician. Okay. So, I'm not playing with that anymore. Don't fucking load. So I got millions to show you anyway. We're going to move on. Now, let's have a look at some pictures. In fact, it's beautiful little piano music in the background. Only little. And we'll relax. Okay, I'll come back in a minute. And we'll look at some of my collections of some antiquity. Lee, Black British sub, enjoy. Because I know you will. Because he just puts the best pictures on earth on his channel. You find a lot of Phoenicians got their noses smashed off. I think someone had a problem with them in the past. That's why Belbeck's not there anymore. Palmyra. Which comes up, all of them sites in a minute. Answers on postcard. Up to what this item may be. Okay. Now, we're going to look at something to do with horns in a minute. Something that's really weird and an idea as well. You get these a lot. And you also get these strange, you know, is he talking into that? And what's his headgear? Animal? So, FAB for Bactus. And he's got a giant serpent. I don't know. A coin. Okay. I just like this because of the Phoenician decoration, but I don't know what jars they are. Panoptic. The maze. Which is different to a labyrinth. That's a labyrinth and a maze. Phoenician serpent of Coaxicatl. Death cult. How do I know the Phoenicians are you know, the people who made this Coaxicatl death cult? It's because they're the same MO. Same people. And plus I got documents and books from antiquity saying that the Phoenicians were there, Haiti, Central America, Mexico, etc. And this is the death cult Coaxicatl, which you see on the film Apocalypta. Phoenicians, winged. Now, are they angels or are they a species? Let me run this idea. Okay, I'll show you in a minute. My son's been watching on Amazon, right? This show called Carnival Row. Carnival Row. It's set in steampunk. It's set in Victoriana, and it looks like Tartaria. Lawrence is like, you gotta watch this, Dad. So I'm looking at him like, holy fuck, are they nicking our shit? Is the first thing I thought. Okay, so I thought, oh my god, let's watch a little bit of this. So what it is, it's a parallel dimension. So they have advanced tech, antiquitech, steampunk, all the rest, airships, but they have side by side with humanity species of people that look like that, or Pan with hooves, and they are intelligent. They run alongside normal, you know, they don't run alongside people, and I'll show you clips of it now. And winged beings, which are not fairies, they're just a species of winged beings. And they just got as much fucked up things wrong with them as people. But if you're wondering what that is, that's the Minotaur in Labyrinth of Knossos, which the Nazis blew up the entrances of in World War II, so you can't get down there. Okay, it's massive. It's massive on the maps of it. So this is the Pyramid of Coaxicatl in Mexico, and it is immense. And all of these canals were supposed to be running with mercury, and they found traces of, I think it was a ton or two of mercury underneath deposits. The device, the defacing, the Phoenician nose. Coaxicatl. This strange psyche. But when you work out what consciousness might actually be, everything starts to make perfect sense. The serpent, the fiery dragon, the maze of the mind, The labyrinth. It's not a light bulb. They think it's a light bulb. They were more advanced than that. Plus, he's holding this item out. This is in the pyramid. Okay, which is some sort of vibrational implement, which works in tandem with these items. And there's the boat of the sky. The canopy of the sky. I looked into my last post, we talked about Mary Poppins with umbrellas. And then I looked into that Rhiannon song, Umbrella. It's witchcraft. She is, when she was on stage in Glastonbury, there's a curse behind the song, by the way. And if you look up Wikipedia about it, the meaning means a canopy above the sky. So the umbrella means a dome. But the way she says it, the incantation is umbrella, and it's a witchcraft spell, and it's online. If I can look into it. So when she's got like 100,000 people at Glastonbury singing along with her, they're doing witchcraft. I wonder how many fucking music bands do that. It's really sinister. So there's cool. So giants. Is this a giant fossilised in stone? Oh, it's got a nose, a pair of lips, head's probably the right size. What do you think? Giantage? Nose. Oh, excuse me. And there's them light bulbs again. Serpents represent electromagnetics, and they're large, aren't they? Very large. And this thing holding them up looks like a Tesla coil, doesn't it? So, more giantage. Is that a giant pig? Or a gorilla? More a gorilla, isn't it? So it could be a giant gorilla's head. Oh, excuse me. Minotaur and the Labyrinth of Knossos. Some crazy stately home. Look at that, built on another ancient one. Just thought it was pretty. And these are from the Codex. I wish they'd clear up. Codex, Sepharami, yes, I can only pronounce it. If you look it up, it's just the most mentalist thing. They got these fish with eyeballs that look at you out of the water, and anomalous stuff with a couple. I've shown it before, but so there's a couple, and then slowly they turn green, and then they become basically a crocodile. They morph. And this thing, laser beams, parabola coming from the sky. It's not exactly a Hieronymus boss. It's like the Voynich manuscript. It's one of those anomalous codexes with this highly futuristic civilization that doesn't exist apparently, and plants that don't exist, just like the Voynich manuscript. Giantage. Yeah, I like that one. Giants and anomalous plants that don't exist in our reality anymore. Maybe pre-reset. It's all to do with water. It's just insanity. It's just crazy stuff. I don't know what it means. Open to interpretation, but they're on about planting stuff with little modern wheelbarrows. And what's these uniforms anyway for this anomalous period, the Middle Ages? It's all weird. Snails, people just got legs and like a fluffy bit on the top, like a tribble. I wish I could clear it up. Damn. And the Mountain of Nimrod. Okay, that's a beautiful picture. It's a giant pyramid, and it's been zapped, it's all burnt on top and vitrified. And these are buried to their necks, and they are all deities or Nimrod and gang. So this is a plan for a battlement. It shouldn't really be there. Anomalous clothes out of that codex. So I can't get it bigger. And this is a pyramid in Rome, and I'll show you what it looks like now in a modern day. So there's a wall behind it. It still is now. It's covered in shit and mud. Mud. I have got some images of it. The mud's up to here. If you follow Flat British, you'll know. There it is, turn of the century. The mud's not really improved that much. The wall's still there, but they got a pyramid. What about that for a pyramid? Sorry, I can't give you the location, but it's in Turkey. No, that's Nimrod's Mountain. That's Nimrod's Mountain. What happens under there? It's like something's just been dropped on top to cover it. Big operation. It's weird. And there it is in the modern day. Still there. Wall touching up to it. And the road just rose up this much, eh? There was all mud up there just now, wasn't there? There we go again. Nimrod. Why they got holes in their heads? Machined holes to lift them by crane on top of a mountain. Answers on a postcard. Sorry, I don't know. It's just all too weird, them things. I shouldn't have downloaded them. There's that plan for that thing earlier. And the reason I downloaded it is this is in Spain. Moorish feel, whatever. Greco-Romano entrance, huge, but it looks exactly the same design as them flak forts from Berlin, World War II, that the Russians couldn't take in the Battle of Berlin. So these are underwater pyramids and civilization of Japan. Yeah, these are what you see on that. These fairy beings that are on this carnival road. They look exactly like this. So they might not be angels. In depictions. So anyway, incredible stuff. And deep in mud. And there's one of those. It's not even the flag tower in Berlin. That's in Spain. Who knew? Oh, that's going to be my thumbnail. Oh, all of that. So, some depictions of some maze in some church. Beautiful. In the pew. And let's look at some of these underwater things. So this civilization's off the coast of Japan. Underwater. All flooded. And it's this big. It's just a massive civilization. If you haven't seen it already, it's this big. Oh, what it was like in its heyday, you can only wonder. It's all still down there. You get plenty of sites like that. I just downloaded this because it's beautiful, although I didn't like the purple bits. But Tatarian towers, eh guys? Size of these megaliths. Flooded. Phew. Never came back up. Mount St Michael. That's worth a vlog in itself, but I just love the meander that went up to it. Pretty. Pyramid. Underwater. Anyone in it? They came across the water. Everybody's gonna die. What's this? Alabaster vase. It's in the tomb of Tutankhamun, all in alabaster. Weird material that is. I was always intrigued with the structure and bakelite. It's really weird stuff. When you break it open and look inside, it's really strange stuff. Alabaster. What does it mean? But what does it mean? It means scatter beetle. So it's levitation and two winged open wings opposing toruses. So electromagnetic levitation. So I think this is a memorial in Edinburgh for a Scottish person. Phoenician card. Yeah, they like the good stuff. They still do. They still do. Okay, we move on. Yeah, I don't know. It's in Spain. A lot of these are in Spain, Turkey, some of the Balkans, and Portugal. So, I'm trying to remember them all. I just really like the look of that Italian building. Some machine. Afraid I don't know, but somewhere's been smashed up. Okay. Some winged Pegasus. Is that a thing? So these are off, these are in a museum. I think these might be in the Metropolitan, but they're Phoenician. And the Phoenician, you see this in Starbucks, the Phoenician mermaid goddess. Look at name I can't remember. It's a boat. It's Phoenicians. See the bows there? Little figurehead. Yeah, always the ship. Always the sea. Beautiful, huh? Oh, I've seen that. That's Wells Cathedral. They got a figure 8, like an Eternity 8 for their arches, double arches. It's absolutely massive in Wells. It's where I've seen the Queen Mother outside. So there's the Mayans off to work. Tum-ty-tum-ty-tum. So apparently, 1600s they got like bikes, just no problem. Tutankhamun, obviously they give it a bit of a scrub up. Looks a bit better after a while. The curse of Tutankhamun. The Gorgon. So that could be real. It's allegory for the tech. No doubt in my mind. Serpents. And this one is sort of a winged and also serpentine. Looks like it means business. Or aquatic, I should say. Look at this. That's better. Beautiful. Big. They needed that big because you bang your head on the ceiling on the way in. Oh, more Phoenicians, more mermaids. They're real. Is he licking his ear? Is he licking her here? And he's a mermaid. He's like, ugh, get off. You know, you got like an auntie kissing you or something when you're a kid. Like, ugh, get off. Like that. So, this is a pyramid to be the memorial for the famous battle Austerlitz, that Napoleon took part in. And it got a pyramid there. I wonder if it's real. It's probably. There she is again. Her watery wickedness. But I tell you what, when she goes out of the water, she ain't got them fishy bits on anymore. So, the removal of an entire city to flood it up with Lake Aswan in Egypt. And there's another view of that Austerlitz pyramid memorial. There's another Phoenician mermaid. I'll just whiz through these. Ooh, I like that. What kind of stone is it? It's really weird. There's nothing there. It's in the middle of nowhere. Everything blocked up. So they got the arches there, but there's nothing in them. Who knows? I hate the way they let this shit go to rack and ruin. So these are in Ethiopia. These are the sunken churches, but they're excellent proof of mud flood. This could have been street level at some stage because there's doors down the bottom, and all the mud's come in later. It's near to where the Ark of the Covenant is supposed to be. Willoughbys, what are they called? I don't know. Witnessed by Alexander the Great in the Middle Ages, or whenever he existed, but I ran the Middle Ages. So the pyramid was there in 1805. Of Alexander the Great, apparently witnessed wallabies. What are they called? It's all in mud. The pyramid's there. Okay. And there's the pyramid. It looks like a pyramid to me. So what's it doing? Austerlitz. Look at that. What does it do? Out in the middle of nowhere. So there's them ones in. Check the base. Looks like a Starfort. So advanced. So they want you to believe they've carved this out of one piece of stone also. A cross. Doors down the bottom. So all this extra came in later. That's what I think. So. And Titans. It's been posted about 1 million times. It's a park, I think Norway somewhere, and he's real. Some effort's gone into his design, there's no doubt about that. It looks a bit petrified. Don't know, guys. What do you think it does? Who knows? Who knows? Answers on a postcard. P.O. box, flat with British. Or just comment instead because I haven't got a P.O. box. That's that same place with the giant. But look at all this cobble. Or coral? Like Coral Castle. There's another. Done vlogs about that in the past. Amazing. levitational technique from his little box. His Hutchinson effect. Levitating shit. Check this out. Look at that. 3-dimensional. Oh, it looks like it's going to fall in. Check that out. See that? Going down, down, down. Look how little the people are, guys. These are dots. They come up to about there, look. Holy shit. That's insane. It is again. God, if you didn't know he was a statue, you'd freak, wouldn't you? So this is from Tutankhamun's, more alabaster and gold. I don't know what they're doing in that box. Taking him over to the afterlife. Good luck with all that. Anyway. Don't know. Don't know, but it's just a really good building. See? What's that? Pretty hard to define, isn't it? It's like a temple built on another one on top. It's ancient. Arches blocked up. It's a very intriguing building now. What about that one? That's pretty intriguing. How did they get it all up there? I tell you what, I got a rope and I'll pull all of that brick up, and then I'll have a really dodgy scaffold and I'll lay all these bricks, all this ornamental. What? I don't know. It's a giant, I guess Jesus dude, I don't know. But the people are really tiny. And they're like, axe, It's a bit like that scene out of the airplane with the crying woman. You know, the nun comes up with a baseball bat or the knuckle dusters. And just give them a smack. So it's a bit like that. Machete, axe, tickling stick. What's this thing here? Oh, I don't know. It's all too strange. It's like it's British. So this is in Birmingham Museum. It's the entrance to Babylon. Palmyra Gate. They say there is dinosaurs on there, but they're not dinosaurs. They are creatures that do not live anymore. Phoenician. Guessing that's wood. Whew. She'd get on with Mr. and Mrs. King Fun, wouldn't she? Think about it. So apparently this is the labyrinth of Knossos. It's like massive underground, but as I said, the Nazis blocked off the entrances. Why so top heavy? What does it do? Do I sound Welsh? What does it do? Whose coat is that jacket? Hold these 2 sheep while I count them. Get off of my mountain. Oh, I like that. So yeah, they just basically built this up with pieces of shit of another civilization, columns and stuff. So this is a new build. Using the old world. So this is in Birmingham Museum. Obviously it's not like blue when they found it. Amazingness. It's amazing. So, she holds the serpents. She's got something on her head. Maybe somebody should tell her. What do you think? That's nice. It's got nothing to do with the subject, but it looks beautiful. But it probably has. It's Italian. Don't know. So I've got about 15 million images I could share with you right now. I've got juice and juice and juice. So I was going to spell it. I have to probably wait till the next post. A sainty floor. Fluorescent. Oh, that's the best one. That should be my thumbnail. That's my thumbnail. If it fits. I love them. They're wicked. Like, what are you looking at? Funny, innit? Right, that's cool. That was best. That was the best bit of the vlog so far. Mud. Wake up! There's mud coming. Mud. Look, mud. Could be. Yeah, that's in Saudi Arabia. That's just some strange ass, anomalous building carved into a rock, a bit like Petra. And they need to put a massive expanse just to take water across this This gorge. Wow. What engineering these Phoenicians with their water. Yeah, this is this was on Caligula's. These next items are off of Caligula's ship. Okay, you know, the weird, twisted Phoenician emperor. Hey Neil. Check the stuff out on his ship. Check his ship out, in fact. Comes up in a minute. So, just whip through. So I think that might be Sulky Caligula himself. Okay, as you can see, Phoenician shit going on. Okay. So, and he's got an amazing ship. Some of these now coming up with Pompeii and Napoli. I'll try and remember which. And other sites. And Sicily. So, humongous ship found deep in the mud. Okay, I mean, that big. From antiquity. So, first thought is, holy shit, what the fuck is this? Is it just too big? Can you imagine this thing floating? It's just phenomenally big. We'll get to more Caligula now. Just looking at this. So yeah, a crazy ship. Like nothing you've ever seen in your life, literally. Oh, look at this. So these are off Caligula's ship, okay? And them. And them. I'm guessing these are stone. And there it was. So it's literally got like a temple, towers, gardens, palace thing here going on. A million of them grey little slave blokes, tall slave blokes. Growing like holes. How many people are in this ship? So that was the one you just seen. So that's Caligula's ship. And this was on there too. This is a museum. So, very interesting. Right, let's nip through. I don't know. It looks pretty mud, flooded and set after, doesn't it? It's a bit grey. No, I got like literally hundreds. I got all these stuff off my Facebook. Somebody posted shitloads of brilliant stuff on my Facebook. Like I said, get over there. All this stuff's on there. I'll put these up on the photo drop later so you can check them off for yourself. Okay, guys? Do not despair. You will not miss anything. He's got little wings in his head. Laser beams in his head. So mosaic floors. Some of them from the Etruscans. But we know. He's on his Vespa. We know that they're the Phoenicians. So this is Baalbek, Temple of Baal. Okay. The strange death cult. See, I got twisty horns.
Yes, I've got wings on my head.
He's got twisty horns. Fucking hell. So yeah, they got it going on. Not. What's fish? They're underwater. There's not fish flying around because they're swimming because they're underwater. Because they're the Phoenicians. They're underwater. So that's in Spain, believe it or not. It's not a pyramid. Okay. So, yeah, I'll put these on a photo drop. Check them out for yourself. Take your time. Mermaids. Mermaids. Griffins. I love that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No shit, Sherlock. But that. It's a monster pack. I think you're seeing Balkans. Or what would have been Dalmatia is actually where it is. So, some serpentine winged being. What about that? How can we decode this, guys? Okay? Help me. It's Phoenician. Ram. Don't know what that means. Is that a pineal gland? Acorn. Oh, yeah, the monster pack. Phone's going like the clappers. Water. Monster pack. Ugh. I wonder how old it is. That's the Phoenicians, isn't it? It's been underwater. And look how deep in the mud. So, it's a beautiful mosaic floor. And Palmyra. So there's that glove. Or whatever it is. Oh, that's weird. That's what was down the bottom. What does it mean? What does it mean? What's it for? What's it made of? Bakelite. Don't know. So there you are. More Balbec. Gotta move on, guys. Gotta move on. It's just hundreds. I'll show you the rest next. So this is one of those Phoenician we'll eat a chicken do's. A bit like Christmas, really. Yep. So chuck your bones on the floor, get pissed, and eat a fuck big chicken. Fall asleep. Wake up. Fart a lot. Pick your nose. I don't do Christmas, by the way, on none of them. Just mentioning. Okay. This is like sort of what people do, but not part of us. Buried antiquity up to its waist in mud. Lad, give us a token, eh? Fuck off, it's my go. No, I think you'll find there was my go. Oh, I can't fucking take any more. I wonder what it is in that pipe. Worth a guess. This is vinegar from ancient Phoenicia. And it's probably still alright. I wouldn't risk it. Oh, there's that mosaic floor. That deep down. So, I wonder how long my vlog be. Let me check my time a minute, guys. In fact, let me stop there. Piano. Although it's beautiful. I hope it's helped. I hope I've not got on your nerves. And it is 8:20. I gotta literally get on. Okay, back. So, that one I can share to you because it's full of mad depictions. Okay, like I said, like literally mad. Look at this. So I'm sure you'll enjoy them. They're all freaky.
Ooh.
And there's a lot of like usual first, British stuff going on. Carnage. Nothing to do with me. History's that way. Okay, mud. See all that mud they're standing on? Oh. Anyway, we got one up. So they're hanging, chopping heads off, hanging people off there like you do. Standing on a big pile of mud. Okay, we move on. So these are weird, but I doubt I'll be able to go through them because everything's playing up on the... But I'm going to pass them to you anyway. They are crazy fucking masquerade costumes and a la Grec. But they're not going to load. So moving on, because I got to get on. You can see the idea. Okay, I'll show you one example and I'll pass you the book and I'll link it into the descriptions box. Moving on. So, news. Donald Trump. Oh, praise Donald Trump. He's saved humanity. Yeah, he has. He's just saved us from dangerous asteroids or alien invasions. So, they're really losing their shit now. I'm not really getting my head around why everyone's still going with this and buying it, lapping it up. But the House approves 738 billion. Okay, I will repeat that. 738 billion military bill with money for Trump's space force. I reckon that them billions could do a lot better in America than a space force for somewhere that's not even there. They're really taking the piss. Imagine, what they could do for American people. Imagine what they could do for the world if they just put that into the kitties, just to help out. They're not going to do that, are they? A bit like the church knocking their doors to the homeless at Christmas. Fill them up. So this is their Carnival Row, and what you get is this alternate dimension. Okay, this fairy woman, she's really horny. I don't mean she's like, I mean she's always at it, but she's a fairy woman or a species, and you got these ram heads, and they're exactly like the depictions. I'm wondering if it's all set in steampunk, Victorian, parallel universe. People got horns. There it is, kind of a row, and she got wings. So she's like an angel, but she's not. Okay, see? So, I'm just saying that they come up with this stuff, don't they? And they like to, predictably program. So, at some stage, in a reset in the past, is that what was going on? That we were living side by side with such creatures? Because they're all over the depictions. That's why you recognise a lot of them. Like this guy. He's got horns. And he got wings. And they're in a steampunk world. They even have a First World War on there type thing. They have like a revolution. It's bit crap like, but they still got all that on there. Okay, so just saying. Okay, move on. This is what I'm up to in the next few days. So, I'm going on this show here with Brian Staveley and Karen B, which I'm very much looking forward to in 43 hours time. As you can see, everyone's turning up already in chat. All you guys, Squirrel Sniper, my main man Spliff Squad, and Malov, my brother for many years now. Okay, real news online, and it's Brian himself and my brother Billy Duke. Okay, so that will be in 2 days time. Now I'm going to drop a link in the description as well. Make sure to support all Flat Earth British think tank, take a big crowd and support old Brian, my mate. Okay, he's a YouTube legend, been around for years and years, as Karen B, who I've known years, and she's a friend. So follow us over. I'll put a link in this description box and my community page before the end of the week. Flat Earth British website. I got a website, did you know? Yeah, I got a shop as well. So if you want any Flat Earth British products, like you want to walk around like New York with your Flat Earth British t-shirt on, which would be brilliant. I don't know why I chose New York, but you can. You can. When it fucking loads. So I got shit on there. Okay, apparently. Let's have a look. So yeah, you can have like all of this stuff. Christmas for British jollies. I love it all. See, I'd have any. I like that chocolate dipped Oreo cookie thing. I'm hungry. Look at that now. But I want this dog and a Zippo. So I got some good shit, guys. I got some good shit. Apparently, it's all wicked. The USBs. Okay, in case you never knew. Okay, so Flat Earth British things, but there's much more going on my website. It's brilliant. It's fantastic. In fact, all is fantastic at the moment. On the Flat Earth British front, we are smashing it. And next year is going to be literally ballistic. Fuck me. So I'll drop all them photos on you. If you go on this website, you can click that. It'll take you straight in. There was a load on there last night. I'll have a little look now. So. We're looking to Mudflood Tataria, Shapes. Ooh, this is a new one. Firmament. Comets, Fasces. Shapes. Pear shapes. Yeah. It's a pear. It's a potato. Ooh, living on a pear. Oh, living on a pear. Take my. Ooh. No. Oh, no. No homage on Flat Earth British. No. Oh, this is brilliant. Oh, so beautiful, so round. I was watching Jainism last night. It's just ridiculous, and I've always thought about it. I was looking, it's like, okay then. It's like, if America, this massive thick America, that's twice as wide as that thick America, okay, so Canada, where is it over the other side? Okay then, so Canada's over the other side. Where's the Arctic? It was like where the fucking equator should be, on the other side. It's just nothing fits. It's weird. It's just really nuts. All of it. And it always looks like the map or the globe they give you in the shop. It's never any other way. It's never upside down, to the left, to the right. It's always like that. Exactly like they give you in the shop. When you buy a globe. It's like sick in my mouth every time I see a globe. I got one of them on my kitchen wall. So Bex, fucking stab. Love that. Poor. That is so juicy. What other stuff I got? Hope this is not glitching my motherfucking ass up. Okay, got a firmament and references to comets, fasces, technosmia, antiquity, Starforts, airships, giants, words, news. Nice breaking down of their bullshit phonetics. Keep that coming, keep that coming. I'd like to change it all, but we are actually. There's my son, Whilst Dragon Metals, alright? He's got a YouTube channel, I'll link it up. He's doing stripping down computers and taking shit out of them, like precious metals and stuff. Is my news there? Maybe it's not active yet, who knows? Things have been acting weird lately. So yeah, thanks. One love, Bex. Get well soon, I hope you're alright. And everyone, actually all of you, alright. Okay. So, we're moving on. My book. Some emails coming in. Loads of people have had theirs delivered. I was on I was in chats last night on Robbins, who's lifting the lids channel. He's going to get me on Have a Word about the book. The Holy Grail of Our Flat Earth is a flat Earth proof book. Okay, and more. Okay, it's got everything in there. It's got like mud flood, explains how the reset system works, what I just was talking about at the beginning of this book, free energy, and keys to a reality that you never even knew about, which will change all of your world. Order it. Some people, you know, we've been sending out as many the publishers has and stuff, so if you haven't got it for Christmas, I do apologise. Please, you know, there's loads of shit happening. Voila! Yeah, man. That's my son, he's saying. Shout his channel. Yeah, of course. Shout anybody's channel. Oh, he's been in some stuff. Oh, okay, it's goodbye. Thanks. All of you. I got more images I could go through forever, but like it's getting on for 9 and I gotta put this up now for 10. Excuse me. I'll show you these next time. Okay, I got these. This is what I was thinking about, is balloons. And these, you know, Mary Poppins. Well, these are all this giant book. So you get these giant people, normal sized people. Not sure what that is. Ship. She's wearing a ship on her head, like that thumbnail I showed you. 'Cause it might be a real ship. And they got these strange hairy people. Okay, a bit like Mary Poppins. A lot of flying people and these hairy people. Oh, look at him! Look at him! He's got an umbrella on his head. Okay, so it opens up and just levitates off because it's made out of like scarabeel stuff and cat people. So it's pretty shit. Oh, I love this. The other side. They're having a little fly around. So they're really elegant, these giants, and they see kind faces. Okay. Strange beings. I don't know what that is, but it's underground, and this is an entrance to some sort of tomb, royal. So I'm guessing at the size of it that he might be a big royal. Free energy fireplaces. What are they? What about that? You back? Sorry. Nice going. I think it's more Hindu themed, but they are underwater because there's bubbles and fish. And this cavern is underwater. Blood. Anyway, I'm coming back, guys, because it can take forever. So I'll just slip through a few. Mud flood, civilization. Below. Okay, this could take forever. So, ooh, let's look at that. A wee homunculus. Is that what they did? Bred homunculus. They're all in these holes, aren't they? He's breeding homunculus. Wow, they look like aliens, don't they? He agrees. Wow, that's amazing. So that was in the desert, in the Sahara. There's a big chunk of green stone. Where did it come from? Did it fall from above? Big open mouth with a massive technosmia put above it on a theatre in Paris. So yeah, these bunker booths, apparently you can't have a toilet in your house. We'll just put them in the street and then you can just piss openly in the street, but they stick antiquity on top as well for some reason. So I'm sorry I was so quick. This is in India. It's apparently the site of some sort of civilization's industry that they can't really pin down. They don't know what it is. It's all mud flood and buried. So everyone else is in the mud, and he's got a strange nose. Okay, that's enough. The mirror which flatters not. So I reckon you look in there and you look ugly. He's got parasites all over him, and a comet, hourglass resetting. Oh thy, there. Oh, Oh, they merwife, that they understood this, that they could consider their latter end. So it's just about vanity's not really good, morality-wise. What about these? We'll finish on them, guys, because it's so freaky, alright? Nothing strange ever happens on a Friday Blitz vlog. It's just completely normal. The stuff you see in my vlog, you see every day. That was epic. Fucking enjoyed that. I got loads more, guys. You're just gonna have to wait till next time. And anything you didn't see in this vlog, I will put in the descriptions box. Post next time, and all of them books you couldn't see, I'll put in the descriptions box. Okay, check them out at your leisure. So that's me. I gotta get on. Upload this. I'll be back. I've got a busy week ahead, so I'm gonna try and make as much content coming up to the holiday season as I can. A little goodbye from King Fun. Okay. Bye, King Fun. He's a bit of a nut job. Don't know where he gets it from. So, flat of British. Happy hat. And I will see you in chat. I'm here with you now anyway. Okay. Happy Hatland. Anyway, I'm back. So you want to see? Be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.